Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschmann, Game Director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I got to say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Medal, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into the Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS. And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act one is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act two is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, there's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience. But I hear you might also be doing MP too.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time. So much of your career trying to map natural human movements to a controller, and just figuring out things like making it feel good. And one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck? You just duck. And how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just, it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those, after it comes out.
Wow. Well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I got to say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this. And it's coming out later this year, right?
coming out holiday. So yeah, fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching